All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's update call for AKITA-RIDER. I'm extremely excited to share with each and every single one of you the things that we've been working on, the partnerships that we've been creating, the developments that have been taking place with the project. And to really just kick off this call, we have somebody, a very special guest on the call with us. You know, his time is incredibly valuable. He's running a massive project that we are creating a collaboration and a partnership with. And so I want to pass the call over to him so that he can, share the information more in depth about his project. For me, I'm incredibly excited to have the opportunity to be working with this gentleman and his team. What they've put together is really exciting. I'll show you guys one thing about Saraf and the program that they've created, and it's and talk a little bit about the partnership, and then I'll pass the call over to Torin here, and I just wanted to show this because we are excited for the collaboration that we're creating. The Saraf card and AKITA-RIDER partnership is going to be massively successful, and we'll be issuing these almost immediately. And we have the opportunity for global spending, rewards, crypto integration, travel benefits, mobile management, high security, concierge services, high limits, and very low fees with this card. So there's just a lot of really exciting things. I wanted to give you guys this little visual representation to understand a little bit more about the collaboration just before I pass it over. I do also want to apologize. It's I have a little bit of a cough right now, and I don't know why, but it's also very early for me over here on the East Coast. So I'm waking up. I'm trying to get rid of this cough by drinking water. But Torin, thank you so much for being on here with us. Man, I really appreciate it. Let me pass the call over to you, and love to hear more about the program and everything that you guys have going on over there.
Yeah, by the way, you look good. Even if you sick, feel a little bit sick or ill, you feel good, brother. Yeah. Obviously, so we are in this industry now more than like 11 years. Like to give a brief like background, we built one of the biggest digital asset exchange in Turkey, now like handling around 150 or like $160 million trading volume a day. Also, me myself, I am the co-founder of one of the biggest payment clearing company in MENA region called MENAPay, and we exited it to ADCB, and also we have multiple around 11 payment and EMI and like let's say other financial institutions across the world, including Central Asia, Eastern Europe, and MENA. So. Basically as a veteran of this industry, so we around like 2 years ago we came together with our friends from OKX, Binance, and the Kraken, and like we came to conclusion that actually one of the biggest problem in the world still, which is especially it's a problem in Central Asia, is payments, and we need to think something about this. We need to find out something about this because so let's say that you are a father in Kyrgyzstan, and you send your kid to study in, let's say, in UK university, and you want to send him $1,000. Your banks cannot send that money because of two reasons. One, most of the banks doesn't have correspondence relationships to that particular country, and two, fees are so high. So to send $1,000, you have to spend like around $80, which is like it's like fixed Swift fee plus I don't know like some variable fee on top of the like transaction size. So we started to think about this, like what we can do, like to make sure that we overcome to that situation of that situation and build, let's say, some sort of a payment network. That's why we built Sarafi. When you log into Sarafi, you feel like it's just a digital asset exchange, but actually in the back we have like around now 37 financial institutions that are using our infrastructure to do what? To do payments, which is, and how? Let me explain you how it works. So when we started to Sarafa, we said that okay, we are a financial freedom company, but which freedoms we are actually enabling? So we said that, okay, we need to enable freedom to keep your assets as you want, including fiat and cryptocurrency altogether. That's why we basically enabled like 20 fiat currencies, including some exotic ones and digital assets, obviously. Freedom to convert wherever you want. So freedom to convert at any time, any fiat currency to other cryptocurrency or any cryptocurrency to other cryptocurrency. So freedom to keep, freedom to convert, freedom to spend, that's what we give the card to people to spend their assets. It can be fiat money, it can be crypto money. In the upcoming weeks, it's going to be even stocks and tokenized equities, etc., etc. And obviously freedom to move your money as you want, freedom to transfer, let's say. So Sarafa built on these four main, let's say, pillars that we believe is very important in the current, let's say, world, that we enable people, we give them four freedoms: freedom to keep, freedom to convert, freedom to spend, and freedom to move their assets. Doesn't matter what sort of assets. So, and from that point of view, we started to look at the market, like what we can enable in that particular market. And we saw that there is a payment problem. And we started to become, we started, first of all, to build some sort of infrastructure for that, banks and for that, let's say, financial institutions that are transacting. We enabled them to do two things. One, to give their users a chance to buy and sell digital assets. So let's say that you are a bank in Azerbaijan, or you are a bank in Kyrgyzstan, or you are a bank in, I don't know, in Kazakhstan, or in somewhere in Eastern Europe. We give a bank an API, an infrastructure. They connect it to their current banking application. I will show you now within a few minutes. And basically, without onboarding, let's say, millions of people, they already onboarded, let's say, 5 or 6 million people, and they just enabled them to trade digital assets. So this was the first, let's say, cluster work that we were focused on. And the second one was, obviously, once you can provide digital assets as the liquidity to the market can use that liquidity for payment purposes. So let's say that if making a payment from Kyrgyzstan to UK today is technically 5% in terms of fee, if we can enable such a system that this particular institution acquires stable coins, let's say for 1.5 or 2%, and can send that 1.5 these USDTs or USDCs or stable coins to UK, liquidate there, convert it to pound, and make the payment, it's a value. So that's what we built. That's called Sarafa Payment Network. So institutions first connect to our backend to enable their users to buy and sell digital assets.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that this is really really cool. Like hearing it again, hearing it from you, I'm very excited for what you guys have put together here. I'm sorry to cut in. I just want to say
all
that.
good.
I think no, this is really really cool stuff what you guys.
We already achieved like indirectly to 4.6 million users, like daily basis, 4.6 million users using different banking applications and using different, I don't know, whatever. They buy and sell digital assets. I want to show you one example, which is going to make more sense to you once I will show it to you. Just give me a minute. Let me open that.
No worries, man. Yeah,
I can share my screen.
I like the four pillars, man. Keep, convert, move, and spend, right?
Exactly. So I want to show you an example banking application from Azerbaijan. Can I share my screen, by the way?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay, so advanced. So I want to share my iPhone. Share. Okay, I will plug it. Okay, so it needs to come now. Give it a minute. Not now. Not now. Are you connecting a pair of headphones? No, it's another device. Okay, you see my screen now, right?
I do.
Okay, so this is a banking application from Azerbaijan. Okay, so I use it sometimes to buy and sell something, or to make my parking payments, whatever. So this banking app comes with a card like that you can do whatever. Like you can make it a Visa Platinum card, and you can obviously add an if you want, you can create another like virtual card, whatever. So it's a proper banking app with a around 1.6 million users. It's one of the examples I wanted to show. So let's say that now I'm in the banking app. I was purchasing my, I don't know, groceries. Then I came to conclusion that I need to buy Bitcoin now. Okay, so what I do is, in this particular, I don't need to go to Sarafe. I don't need to go to Binance. I don't need to go to anywhere else. As you see in the down, there is one button that looks like a chart. Okay, so I click to that. Boom. So I have here stocks, as you see. Okay. And I have here crypto, as you see. Okay. So let's say that I choose Bitcoin. I see what's Bitcoin about, and all of that is in the local language, obviously. Okay. So I choose it. I click to buy. Okay. And I say that I want to buy 50 Azerbaijani manat worth of Bitcoin, let's say. Okay. Buy. That's it. That's it. I bought the Bitcoin. So what happened in the backend actually is now this request, buying Bitcoin request, came to our backend. We bought the Bitcoin from the market, and that's it. Now this user have Bitcoin. So that's how we are basically scaling up.
Wow.
But there is one problem here that now I will talk a little bit. What's the problem? Now, where is the money? Okay, so as an exchange, now, okay, we sold to this guy a Bitcoin, and we sold it actually with the premium price, like with 2% difference or 1.5% difference. Okay, where is the money? Money is in the country, let's say in Kyrgyzstan now, right? But I bought that Bitcoin with the money that was in Saraf's pocket. Right. So I will wait for 4 or 5 days for that dollars to come to my account. Okay. So, but within that 4 or 5 days, I need to have enough money in my pocket to, to provide digital asset trading through that application. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to do that, right?
Correct.
So to do that, we are talking to our investors and etc. that, hey guys, be our liquidity partner. Okay, just give us your liquidity, let us to use it, and pay you back. Pay you, let's say, an interest. So let's say that from every transaction we make, I don't know, like 1%, 50% is yours, 50% is ours. Everyone is happy. So by doing this, we are not putting any capital to risk because we don't spend it to anything, basically. We just finance that liquidity window by basically, by just putting some assets into our treasuries, let's say. So that's what's the liquidity provider opportunity is. So that it is the first, let's say, side of that. Like there is a digital asset trading platforms that connected to our backend, and they do the orders, they collect the orders, they make the settlement. We get the monies, let's say, within 4 or 5 days. Within that 4 and 5 days, we need to finance that. But the volume is so huge. Like for you to understand, like let me give you an example. I'm gonna talk about the smallest country in that particular region, Kyrgyzstan. Okay, Kyrgyzstan's volume per day is $17 million.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, just one day, only one day. It's including buy and sell transactions because I just showed you a buy transaction. There is also a sell side of that. So that's point one. Point two is obviously within that app, you can buy what? You can buy stable coins. And stable coins right now, especially USDC, is being accepted by major banks as a payment method in US, in Canada, in, I don't know, Europe, etc., etc. So let's say that I'm an individual who lives in Central Asia and I want to send money to Canada. I don't need to use the current banking rails to send money. I can just buy USDC and send it to Canada and liquidate it to dollar and make my payment, which is faster. So for that reason, we also, from the payments point of view, the current payment volume that is in the market is more than like $250 million per day. Okay, like outgoing payment volume. Obviously, there's also incoming payment. So we are trying to dominate this particular two, let's say, markets, like for you to understand. So this is in depth. I try to explain in depth what we are doing in the market. It's not so why Sarafe is not just a digital asset exchange. We know that sophisticated traders are not gonna log into Sarafe.com and do some futures trading there. No, we know that they're gonna go to Binance, they're gonna go to OKX, etc., etc. This is their vertical. Our vertical is a little bit, let's say, hard to get. We worked to get to this market more than like now 3 years. We built all the banking relationships, we built all the contracts, etc., etc. Now it is working machine. So we are trying to put more and more oil to this working machine every week, every day, with the partners like you, with the partners that we have in other countries. When it comes to cards, you showed it. That's why I want to tell a few points on that. So cards are obviously very important part of the deal. Why? Let me explain why. So first of all, cards as a mean of payment tool is valuable. So we know that anyway. So it is being available in, let's say, 44 million points in the world. I don't know, like 100 and whatever 80 countries. So you are enabled to make payments. That's great. That's fantastic. But there is also one another aspect of that, which is if you keep money in your Sarafe wallet or in your card wallet, because you just kept it there, we pay you because we use that funds as the mean of liquidity in that market, and we let you to earn from that too. So just by keeping your money in your card, you can earn cashbacks. It's not just, you make a payment. Okay, so when everyone asks how payment companies makes cashbacks, it's very easy actually. Payment companies don't do cashbacks. Visa and MasterCard do cashbacks. Payment company takes that money and comes to the conclusion that, let's say, okay, I made $1 from this transaction. I will give 50 cents of that money to my user, and I will make him to feel like I paid him cashback. Okay, so it's like, but it is real. Like that's the reality.
Yeah, I understand. I do understand. They're
Yeah, but we do that anyway. Like we do that anyway,
Mhm.
but we do something more. We say that, okay, don't even pay. We don't care. You just keep your balance with us, because you just kept that balance with us, because it gives us a power to act like a liquidity provider for the, let's say, Central Asian market or the MENA market. Whatever we make, we share it with you.
Mhm.
Anyway, so that's one of the important parts. Obviously, concierge services are very important. So the card that we give is like Visa Platinum card. So Visa Platinum card, Visa itself provides at least, I believe, in every region, like 400, 500 different perks. Like, I don't know, like you go to rent a car through Avis, I don't know, some other company, like known company, you get 20% discount. You go to Marriott hotels, you get 10% discount. Like there are a bunch of perks that is coming with the card anyway. On top of that, what we add as a value is we add as a value the launch keys that people can go to launch, I believe 10 times a year for free. More than 10 it's $1 or $2. I'm not sure. I need to ask my team exactly like what's the number. And on top of that, now we are working on the thing called global miles. What is this? I will explain you. Ideally, all the card companies are making deals with airline companies to create miles cards. But the problem is, so let's say that you have an Emirates or Turkish airline card.
Yeah.
Your miles are valuable only in that particular airline. So
Yeah.
you cannot just say that, okay, now I came to conclusion to buy with that card something from Singaporean Airlines. No, it's not going to work because it's a different mile network. So we are now working with one of the biggest, like, let's say, how to say this, flight GDS. That's the technical name of that global distribution service, flight global distribution service company, creating a new miles program, which is gonna be applicable for all the airlines. So let's say that you make spendings, okay, and you generated, let's say, 1%. For 1%, you came to conclusion, I don't want to take it as cashback. I will take it as miles. Okay, so you started to collect that miles. Once you have done this, you enter to a portal where you can buy your ticket. It is not a portal of Singaporean Airlines. It's our portal, but we have all the airlines there. You choose your ticket. When you come to payment, we just show you that, hey, my brother, you have, let's say, 10,000 miles. Here, my brother or my sister, you have 10,000 miles. Do you want to use it? Yes or no? So you can redeem it to any airline and anytime you want. So that's something also very, very
If
valuable.
you guys whenever you guys have that fully up and ready, I'm gonna love that program, man. You know, I travel a lot and I care about the airline points and the hotel points
yeah,
and all those little things. I love that stuff.
Actually, we already issued like around 500 cards. We gave it to, including your team, we
Of
gave it to
course.
the people to test, you know, to see like.
Are they earning the points though? The
Yeah, they
airline.
are earning the points right
Oh,
now.
but for all the, it's already up at, oh wow.
Yeah, it's like
Amazing.
we like your team in. I believe you have a team in multiple locations.
Yeah.
From my understanding, you have one in MENA too. They already have the cards, and they are spending it inside of their digital wallets. And I'm trying to also understand. So what we are refining right now is mainly designs, honestly. Like we want to make the designs look cool, and design verification process in the Visa side takes some time. But we already passed few designs, but we want to add, let's say, few designs that is related to NFT projects. Let's say I don't have liberty to talk about this, but that's the ideal like scenario.
Yep.
And two, obviously, uh, we are trying to make new agreements with concierge services to give more concierge services, like because we believe it's important. So like you keep your card with yourself. By just keeping the money, we want our users to make money by spending
A card that prints your NFT on it.
exactly. So I
That would be pretty awesome.
Benjamin, I cannot talk about this. Sorry. Really, I don't.
You know, I'm pretty heavy in the NFT community, and I spend a lot of time on Twitter on Spaces. So, I think people would absolutely go nuts for that.
So assume I will just I want to give you I'm not telling you what we are doing. I'm
No,
just
no,
gonna
of
give
course,
you
of course.
one of the brainstorming processes that we are going through. So let's say that you have a card, and ideally everyone uses digital cards because they put it to your Apple Wallet, Samsung Wallet, whatever. Let's say that in your mobile app, you can change the design of your card and put your NFT directly on top of your card, that it looks like, for instance, I will show you now. Let me show you. So let's say that, okay, I will do it. So let's say you have a card, right? So let's say that you have a card, and this card is, let's say, a very black, very Visa, very regular card, okay? And you open, I will show you now. I will show you now. So you open your app and you choose, let's say, one of the NFTs here. Okay. So let's say that we have an NFT Leo, whatever, something, doesn't matter. And you say that I want my card to look like my NFT, my Akito NFT, let's say, or my, I don't know, like chocolate NFT. I don't know, like however you want to call it, doesn't matter. And it appears like that in your, let's say, Apple Wallet. Do you get what I mean? So
Yeah.
these are the things that we are making a brainstorming, let's say. That's what I can say.
I love it. Well, I like the brainstorming, man. It's exciting.
Yes. I'm happy to hear any questions that you have.
No questions right out of the gate. I know that I'm just grateful that to get your time to come on here today. It allowed the community to hear more about the program. Do you want to talk anything about any more about the liquidity providing side of the
obviously, yeah. So the liquidity providing side is actually I mentioned already for what we are using liquidity.
Yeah.
What we do is we so it's happening obviously through smart contracts, whatever, like everything is set up like properly. So we collect, let's say, especially stable coins from our liquidity providers, which is our users, our clients, our, let's say, customers, etc., or our NFT holders or our subscribers, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So we collect liquidity from them, and we use that asset to close this payment, let's say, deals that we are doing every day. We are doing right now every day around, let's say, 30 to 35 million dollars. By having more liquidity, we can add, let's say, on top of that, more 20, more 25. It helps us also grow, obviously, and it's basically a revenue channel for the liquidity provider. So you basically put your USDTs to a smart contract, and this smart contract at the end of the day receives this recurring revenue that we are generating every day. We have some floor, let's say, earnings that's gonna be that like floor percentage is known. There is also a like higher percentage, because sometimes, especially when holiday in the markets, in that particular markets, stable coin prices are going up even to 5%, like 5%. It's not a joke, it's real. Or let's say today it's like 2.7. Like I'm talking particularly about 12th of August. Okay, so or it can be, but there is also, but it's a floating, let's say, rate. Obviously, it's floats. But we, of course, we have an average, we have a floor, we have also, the top prices that like we know the range, because we are, let's say, determining the ranges at the end of the day. So, and we share this revenue with our clients, basically, with our smart contract holders or NFT holders. So that's how it works. Everything is transparent. Everything can be seen obviously in blockchain. As much as we have liquidity, it gives us more power, obviously, to dominate the markets and to generate better yields. So that's the main message here.
Amazing.
So that's why I'm very excited also that what we are doing with Akita right now, Akita Riders right now, because I know that NFT holders are valuable people, because they are actually keeping something that majority of the world doesn't understand right now. So that's very important. It was 11 years ago when I let's say when I spent my last money to build an exchange, everyone was saying that you are crazy. But at the end of the day, now it is like generating $150 million trading volume every day.
Wow.
So, but on the other hand, the NFT market is the same. Today, majority of the world doesn't still understand what is this. Okay. But after 5 years, everyone is going to talk about this, and everyone is going to talk about, I missed this, I missed that, I missed that. So that's why from the from the historical perspective and from the psychological perspective, obviously NFT holders are important people in 2024.
Yeah.
After 10 years, everyone is going to be NFT holder. So
Yeah.
it is point one. Point two is obviously we need to demonstrate, show what is the power of actual NFTs are. It's not just a photo in the blockchain. By keeping that, you are actually being a member of one club, you are collaborating with bigger communities, you are actually putting together, let's say, your capital to some for nice things that generate yields, and you distribute it. So it's very, very important.
A digital asset. It's a digital asset. It's not just
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
that can mean a lot of things.
Exactly. So it's always about how people like how first of all community wants to do it. And I checked, like we checked like your NFT like in deep, including like smart contracts, etc., etc. So we know that like you guys are doing it in a very like let's say high level. So basically I believe this collaboration is going to help both sides. And obviously I don't like to use that word, but we are same team now. So basically it's gonna let us to service to our NFT holders and to us in the bigger in the long run anyway. So I believe it's a equation where everyone is happy.
Yeah, well, Soren, I'm excited as well. I know the entire team is. I know the community is. I appreciate you coming on here and sharing that information.
Oh,
Incredibly well done. And yeah, from everything to the cards to the liquidity providing opportunity, I know that the collaboration here between these two programs is going to be, between these two projects is going to be massive. So I'm excited.
one must very important thing,
Yeah.
as much as more card holders we are gonna have, we have more leverage on Visa and MasterCard to negotiate for better fees, for better perks, for better everything. So
Why community is commerce, you know,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's definitely a big thing. And so it's like the more we come together, unite, and we work
of
together
course.
in those
So,
ways,
so,
get it.
so when we talk with Visa, when we issued, let's say, 10,000 cards, it's a different game. When we issue 100,000 cards, it's a different game. In that case, Visa is coming you and saying that, guys, you are very good guys. Let us make all the fees zero. I said, of course, why not? I want you to send chocolate to all our NFT holders. Let's say so that can be the conversation too. So that's
I
why
love that.
it's very important.
I love that, man. I love that. Well, hey, yeah, but yeah, community is commerce, and especially, in the crypto space, that's the most important thing is the community. Especially in these early stages. Eventually, like you said, everybody will be integrated, everybody will be onboarded. But in these, still this early adopters time frame, the community is so important. So when you have community, like it really is community is commerce, is a saying that I really, really enjoy. So this is just true.
Thank you very much, Benjamin, for the opportunity, and
Yeah.
hopefully it will go well for this particular collaboration is gonna generate so much value that everyone is gonna be happy. We are here to let's say create solutions, solve, let's say, bigger scale problems in the payments market, in the banking market, in digital asset market, and we want our community to extract value from that things. And very happy to be here with you today.
Oh man, well, hey, I appreciate you as well. Extremely excited for the partnership and grateful for your time today. And yeah, I mean, you got me pretty. I mean, I was already excited, but just listening to everything you said today got me reignited. So again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right, bye, brother.
Bye bye.
All right. Yeah, incredible, incredibly exciting stuff with the Sarafi collaboration. We'll have more details and information being shot out to the field, very, very soon for everybody. Different promos and opportunities. So definitely make sure to stay diligent and keen to that. I will also say today, August 12th, is our last day for the Lumia promotion. So, that's also important to understand. What's, our partnership with Lumia and Lumia nodes is ending here. So, I'll share with you guys. Let me see. This was actually a really successful launch for Lumia and what they've put together. I'll show you guys their pricing structure here and what's happened, just over the last couple of days. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Apologies. So let's see. Yeah, oops. Thought I just had it there. Okay, I think I can share that. There we go. This is what I was looking to share. So as you can see, one node, the price of just one node at this point is just under $4,000. And so, as once this, phase 5 is completely sold out, the value of those nodes are going to go to nearly $7,000, which is incredibly exciting. Our members were able to get a node for a purchase of a $10,000 NFT. So, eventually the node that they basically got for free, in addition to their $10,000 NFT, by the time Lumia gets to their phase 7, these nodes are going to be worth more than what the cost of the NFT was. So I thought that was, just important. Of course, today, Monday, August 12th, is the last day of the Lumia promotion. So this is the last day that you can secure a $10,000 NFT and get one of these nodes included inside of it. So, that's important to understand. And we're really I'm excited to see the success of that program and that partnership. Really excited for what we have happening here with Sarafi and the cards, and the program that's been designed and put together. There is another really exciting project that we've made this relationship with TomoCat. I'm not going to go too deep into TomoCat today. Definitely going to have we're going to definitely have some of their founders come on the call next week. And we actually had them on the call last week as well, and we were talking about TomoCat as a project. It's really a cool meme coin project. Right now, we have a promotion running for TomoCat on the $5,000 NFT. Individuals who purchase the $5,000 AKITA-RIDER NFT, they're able to receive 20% of their purchase in TomoCat tokens, right? So when you really understand, and that's $1,000 worth of TomoCat, right? So and when you really understand the value and the significance of that, it's important, because the project is very sound. When you understand the entirety of the project, you say, okay, this is something that has some significant value here. This team is strong, and what they've put together is very cool. So what I like to think, how I like to see it is, this is like an opportunity in a sense, where the purchase of your NFT could potentially be completely covered by the tokens that you receive from TomoCat, right? And that's just, for me, I spend a lot of time trading meme coins, and I've received a 5x return on a meme coin in a single day before. So that's why I just say that, because I know in this market, it's possible to have those types of returns and have those types of things transpire. So we have some, like I said, some amazing partnerships that we're incredibly excited about. There's one other partnership I'm going to go into a little bit more today. I wanted to actually share a video on it with you guys as well, because it's actually I was watching this video, and I was pretty excited for the entire partnership, for the project itself. And I think, I'm trying to confirm right now, but I think we might actually have the CEO of the project TeakPay on with us. If you are on here, oh, perfect. Yeah, okay, let me I'm promoting Abdul. Abdul, how are you, sir?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. Nice. I appreciate you taking time to jump on here today. I know I didn't have the complete confirmation on if you were going to be able to join us or not. So I'm incredibly excited that you're able to. I just saw in my little side message there that you would be jumping on. But no, I just wanted to, say thank you for jumping on. We're obviously going to be using this recording here to educate our entire community about, some of the amazing partnerships that we've partnered with. And I was, I learned about TeakPay several weeks ago. And, I got waitlisted, So I was like, oh man, like somebody was like, go sign up right now. And then all of a sudden I was like the wait list. I was like, oh man, so I'm not onboarded just yet, but incredibly excited for what you guys have put together. I was going to play some of the videos that I've watched over the past, but since you're here, I'd love for you to kind of share more about the project yourself, and I could talk a little bit about the partnership, but obviously what you guys are doing is and remarkable. I've never seen anything so user friendly, right? When it comes to sending crypto through WhatsApp, right? Like that is WhatsApp is the best. I know everybody has their differences, but as somebody who goes all the regions that I travel to, everybody uses WhatsApp, right? So I think this is just brilliant what you guys have put together. So I'll throw it over. I'll throw the call over to you. I'd love to hear more about everything you guys have with TeakPay.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you. And I'm sorry about the waitlisting. We have had, I think, the biggest surge of users I've ever seen come through. We had 30,000 in one day. So our systems, we primarily designed it just to see what would happen if we were to enable crypto inside WhatsApp. It was just an experiment. But as soon as we launched this thing, and we actually publicized it on the 14th of June, and as soon as we publicized it, it was picked up by a few news channels, news outlets, and it just went skyrocketing. We just weren't ready for it. So we thought, okay, we'll slow the registrations down while we continue to build. But now that we actually opened it up, the registrations again. But here's what happened. As soon as we opened it up again, we had another massive surge of signups coming in. So we're trying to steady the sign-up, because what we don't want to do is we don't want the services to ever fail, And when you build technology that is scaling extremely quickly, it's better to stay secure and stay certain than just to allow everyone to come and join. But I guess it also creates that little bit of a sense of privilege to have an account. And look, exactly what you say is what it is. It's the simplest way to have a wallet and to send crypto. There's nothing that's ever been simpler. And I think everyone talks about this. Hey, how do we get the next billion people on crypto? And this is exactly it. This is exactly it, because there's over 3 billion users on WhatsApp. And it means that now every single person who's on WhatsApp now has a crypto wallet. And every single person on WhatsApp so from anybody else who's on WhatsApp. So it brings in young and old into the crypto space without them having to download another app, go through another registration process. Everything is done within that ecosystem. And this is one of the very, very valuable things in some of the Asian countries, African countries, South American countries, because for a lot of them, exchanges are being banned, apps are being removed, and the only thing working for them is WhatsApp. So what we have is a breakout list solution, which means that you can stay inside your WhatsApp and still move crypto, which is again, it's the first solution in the world that's done this. And if you look around, nobody can send a payment through WhatsApp except us. So it's a very, very new concept. And obviously this is why it's scaling so fast. I think if we continue at this trajectory, we'd be at 1 million users within the next couple of months. And the aim is probably by the end of the year, if we can get this right, be around 10 million users. So we are scaling, and I think we were compared to the way Binance was scaling when it first started, because it just allowed people to trade easily. But now we're allowing people to move crypto easily. And I think therein lies the value of where our system is. But again, once we've completed this next phase, and again, we're very, very early now, and this is the crucial thing, is right now is we're literally, less than 2 months from our launch, since we first introduced it to people. the way it's scaling. So obviously now is a very, very good time to understand and know about TeakPay. But what's happening inside TeakPay actually is even more exciting. It's not just a payments platform. You can send and receive absolutely. But then our idea is to allow you to connect your crypto as a global citizen with a global bank account and a global expenditure mechanism. So for example, a Visa card. So now all your money stays inside of WhatsApp. It can move between banks, so an IBAN number. It can move out using a card. And then inside this ecosystem is you can actually buy launchpad products. You can pay for your fees. There's various things inside this that allows you to be able to spend and send money to each other. And again, all without any fees. There's a zero fee structure. So what we've done actually is very interesting. We've done a delegated gas fee structure, which means that when it comes to sending the transaction, you don't have to then go and buy Tron and I'm going to have to buy the native token to send a transaction. It uses a pooled transaction method to pay for it from our side. So it makes the system totally seamless.
Wow. That's awesome, man. You know, I was just dealing with this yesterday. I had I had a bunch of USDT TRX, and I went to go send the transaction, and it was like, oh, you got to buy Tron, and then it was like, oh, but you only need like a couple dollars of Tron, but you have to buy at least $150 worth of it. I was like, oh, okay. Perfect. I started calling people. I was like, "Hey, you have some Tron? Just send it to this wallet address real quick." But yeah, I mean, what? Wow. So that is a. I'm always impressed when I hear the solutions to big problems. You know, and I you know, because obviously, you know, when you I had a mentor that just said, whoever solves the biggest problems makes the most money, right? So it sounds like you guys are over there solving problems in the crypto community. That's really cool.
Absolutely. Look, I think this is one of many problems. I mean, this is one problem that is so painful because actually I had the same problem when I was using Trust Wallet and someone said, oh, can you send me some USD? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll send it. And I go to send, I'm like, oh, damn it, he wants it in TRC20. So I've now got to go and get Tron. And then I went to MoonPay to buy Tron. And it's like, well, now you have to buy $50 worth of Tron. I'm like, well, that was pointless, like for me to do all these things to try and get money out. So that's alleviating a pain. But here's where it gets really exciting. I mean, what I told you now was the stuff that really, really, really excites me. And this is this. When you have a wallet on the blockchain, there are tens of millions of lost crypto, tens of millions. I mean, how many times have you said, okay, I'm going to create an Ether wallet, I'm going to copy and paste the private key or the seed phrase and put it into my notes, right? Everyone puts it into their notes or their OneNote. And then you realize, like, where did I put that note? How much did I have in there? What tokens did I have in there? And it's you go back 5, 6, 7 years and you think, where did I put all this crypto? So here's the beautiful thing is when you create an account through WhatsApp on our platform, what we're integrating is a will feature or a delegation feature. So one thing is, if you were to totally disappear and you say, here's my child, here's my wife, here's my whatever it is, and you can say, if I don't log into the system for the next 6 months, 2 years, whatever it is, then take my wealth and send it to my loved ones. That way, you're not leaving money on the table that you've accumulated over the years. That's one thing.
That's huge, man. That's massive.
Yeah, I mean,
that's massive. That's people don't talk about that, but that is a massive thing. You know, that's a huge. I mean, a lot of I have solutions for if I were just something were to happen to me instant, whatever, my family would know, my mom would know where to get the crypto or what to do or how to get the seed phrases, but most people don't have solutions or anything set up. And I can only imagine probably the billions of dollars that have been lost to that.
Yeah. So that's one mechanism. Basically, it's making sure that the people who you love receive the benefit from all your hodling over the years. So, and this is really, really important for me, because I'm just thinking, well, I've got 3 or 4 or 5 different wallets, accounts, exchanges, and people get lazy. They think, well, I'm not going to die today. I'm not going to disappear today. So I'll just wait one more day to sort all these things out, because it is painful. Because I mean, trying to teach your mom how to, retrieve wallet, seed freeze, it's hard.
Took years. It took years.
Yeah, absolutely. But here's where it gets again more exciting, because the second thing is, what if you forget and you didn't set your a loved one? What if you weren't planning? I mean, you don't want to give that, but actually you just forgotten your keys and think, how do I access my account? Now, by the way, in 2016, I won an award from the Queen for facial recognition. So we were able to identify people moving around and the same person. And we built a system for malls for advertising, but also we built a system for the tube system in London, so that we can detect if somebody is going to jump in front of the tracks. And we were able to intercept by calling security to save their lives, because we saw that when somebody doesn't go onto a train after 2 trains have passed, they're most likely to jump. So by building this technology, it allowed us to analyze people's faces and know exactly who they are. So what I'm doing right now is, okay, what if I don't know my key? The question should be, okay, do you have your identity? Do you have your face? And if you have your face, you should be able to retrieve your key. So if you lose your phone, you lose your WhatsApp, you lose your SIM card, you lose your key, you lose everything, and you go through an airport and you're in a brand new country and you have nothing with you, hopefully you've still got your face with you. And if you've got your face with you, or if you haven't got your face with you, you've got a different problem. But if you've got your face with you, it means you can get any phone, any WhatsApp, scan your face, put in a PIN, and retrieve your wallet and your private keys.
Wow.
So you're never losing crypto again, because if everything is tied to your face. And the way we do that is we have a system that scans and measures the distance of different features of your face. And it creates an algorithm, and it then ties that algorithm as your private key. So your face becomes your private key. So there's no more losing crypto anymore. Basically, it's like, well, I've lost everything, but I can recover again.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, so hopefully this feature rolls out very, very soon, so that we can allow people to recover their money and never lose it again.
No, that's incredible. I mean, there's a lot that you guys are doing that's very exciting. So, Teak Pay, I have to make sure, I have to check my wait list. I gotta get myself fully registered. After this, I'm like, man, I need this. This is awesome.
Amazing. We'll push you, and we'll push your users off the wait list, and we'll get you all an account. We'll make sure that happens.
That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. And you guys are also going to, I was hearing a partnership with Kakao Talk, right? For Korea. So is that already in motion? Is that already, what is the status of that? I know our
Absolutely.
Korean team would love to hear about it.
Absolutely. Actually, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Roger Ver, owner of Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin.com, and various other ventures. Roger actually joined us a couple of months ago. So Roger is now an investor in Teak Pay. And obviously, having access to Roger means that we have access to Bitcoin.com, we have access to various exchanges, a very powerful, very, very connected. So actually, one of the things Roger said to us, look, he spends a lot of time in Asia. And he goes, I use Line and I use Kakao, because that's what's popular over there. So he goes, look, can we see whether we can bridge the send and receive on Kakao, on Line, on WhatsApp? That means that we would get Korea and we would get Japan, massive number of users from there. So actually, we just analyzed, about 4 days ago, we analyzed the ability for us to take a cacao conversation and parse that conversation. So remember, for us to be able to do what we do, is we don't need to rely on, for example, Facebook and Meta to be able to and capture the conversations in WhatsApp, which are happening with us, and then making the transaction happen. So similarly, this is why we can't get shut down by WhatsApp, because it's a technology that we've built on top of WhatsApp. It's the API layer on top of WhatsApp. It doesn't use the cloud API. So similarly with Cacao, where we've actually tested building another API layer on top of Cacao. So even though, and this means that nobody else can do it. It's not a publicly available API that you can use to do it. So we're actually in the middle of testing right now, which means that we will be able to onboard everybody on using Cacao into the same system. And we bridge WhatsApp with Cacao. So somebody can just have WhatsApp, but if you have just Cacao, you can send a payment to somebody on WhatsApp, and the message will actually get to them on WhatsApp. And this makes, again, the movement of crypto seamless between chat applications. And by the way, here's another exciting thing I haven't told you yet. And this nobody in the community knows this yet. It's all under wraps, okay? But there's actually a Teak chat application coming out soon as well.
Wow.
And so Teak chat, it takes all the users from all the ecosystems and puts it into one chat super app. But here's the beautiful thing about Teak chat does, is Teak chat allows it to automatically build communities. So for example, if you're a uni student and you're in US or you're in Korea or in the UK, most of these students are lonely, are not with friends. It automatically connects people that are in universities doing specific subjects in specific years automatically across the board. And the student movement is massive. Similarly, if somebody's in a specific city or country or town, it starts building chat communities with everybody around you. So you can just open up your Teak chat app, and if you're sat with friends on the table, you'll be able to see all those people in your Teak chat app and send them a payment immediately. So it brings GPS capabilities and transaction capabilities inside chat. And we know that 8 out of the 10 top applications in the global app store are chat applications, which means that those are the platforms that enable you to connect people. But what we've done is, I can't see the way WhatsApp has done it. It hasn't enabled it to build communities at all. When you download and use WhatsApp, you're in a silo and just with your friends. What we're doing is actually, when you're a part of everybody around you, and you can start to converse with them, you send them money, you can send them gifts. Simplifies a way to build communities and build people conversing with each other, so that we're building strength within communities globally. So everyone has these micro communities inside Teak chat, but it bridges Cacao, it bridges Telegram, it bridges Line, and it bridges WhatsApp to build a truly global community inside Teak chat.
Wow. Incredible. Well, I'm excited for the developments of Teak Pay, Teak Chat. I'm excited to get ourselves registered with an account, and for everything you guys are doing. It sounds like it's going to be continued. It just, you guys are solving problems. You guys have a real you guys are solving problems, and people are gonna be attracted to that. So I'm excited to see how you guys continue to develop.
Awesome. No, we're very
excited for our partnership. I'm excited for the partnership, and I know we have a promotion that's running for just the next couple of days, but we need to continue to find a way to collaborate and work together, because what you guys are doing is amazing. And I'll just let people know, because I know a lot of people are going to be watching this.
Ever wish your WhatsApp could do more than just chat?
Oh, I want to show people our flyer here for the promotion. Because this is important. So there's a 25% bonus you know, with TeakPay for those who are purchasing a $3,000 AKITA-RIDER NFT as well. So I know that this ends on August 14th for the currently, but I was just saying, you know, we have to continue to find a way past this promotion to work with you guys, because what you're doing is amazing, and you know, our community is just getting started as well. We have some amazing leaders and from all over the world in different regions, but I know that as we grow, everyone this is a service that people should be utilizing. So we definitely need to figure out a way to continue to work together. Abdul, you guys have something really awesome happening.
Awesome. Absolutely. We're here for you.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for jumping on this call, and taking time out of your day. I know you're busy, and you know, we definitely value your time. So thank you again.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, incredible. So, you know, a lot of amazing things happening in the AKITA-RIDER world. Oh, one last major update. You know, I could have started with this, but I guess I'll end with it. Because it's even though we have some amazing partnerships happening, there's nothing quite as exciting as the update of our back office, right? This is massive. You know, it's a massive enhancement from where we were and where we started. And now currently, you know, we have a long way to go to get this project completely where we want it to be from a user. You know, we want to make this as user friendly as possible. We want to make it as appealing as possible. We want to make the entire process simple, easy, simple and easy for everyone to utilize. So we are, you know, tirelessly working on making sure that we're bringing improvements to the overall project. So if you haven't seen the back office just yet, definitely take some time. We are already making more improvements and advancements with it, so you'll see some more things coming as the days continue. And we are just fired up for everything that we have going on with AKITA-RIDER. We are creating some of the most incredible partnerships and collaborations in the space. And you know, this is just the very beginning. You know, we have our token listing coming up at the end of this month, and we will now be doing these project update calls every single week. So every Monday, we'll continue to run these calls and bring this value to each and every single one of you, the community here. And you know, we're so excited for where we're going and what this is going to become over the next couple of months and several years. So I'll see you guys next Monday, and bye for now.